G'day, today we're going to have a look at a new game. This one's called All Quiet Roads 4743, and thank you to Uzo Loves for recommending this one. So this looks like it's going to be a hybrid of mini motorways and mini metro, so it does seem like it could be a good one to me. Alright, so let's have a quick look. So I think similar to mini metro, we're going to get neighborhoods, but then they will get things that require the opposite. So similar, this guy needs to go here, that guy needs to go there. Waiting for it's received. Okay. Road tiles appear in your inventory, so I guess we're going to have a total amount of road. Yep, simple enough. Like I've got a speed option to keep things going. Okay, scores the number of completed trips. Yep, that's... Okay, so we get a reward for hitting that. Gives us more tiles. So it's got a very mini motorways, mini metro vibe to it in the way that it's dealing with the shapes. But it's then I think it's got a very mini motorway style in that we're going to have to build roads. With mini metro, you could just sort of overlap and move it anywhere, whereas with this one, we're going to have to actually make intersections and have guys meet. Split highways, or I can get single roads. Now, I don't know why I would want... Just going to be something like that they are worth... Maybe it's harder to connect other roads to them or something. Or I guess people can't turn off them. Might be the... Look for freeway construction. Neighborhoods are separated by water. Alright, seems simple enough. Yeah, that makes sense. So that was 3 road. Okay, so that was saying that I don't have... That wasn't 4 bridges that I had, that was 4 bridge tiles. Good to know. And you can see here that these guys are going through the other house, so there's no problem with having connections via a house. I wonder what the intersection of an inside of a house actually looks like, and whether they'll slow down or what happens up there. Yeah, that's easy to remember. One-way tiles is an interesting concept. All we can do is... Or we can't speed up at all, I guess. Let's run a road that way. Oh, it's a one-way road. What happens if I try and build it? It just gives me them back? Great. I love that. I do look forward to really trying to smash out some strategy in these as we get like into the levels. And hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the extent of the tutorial, and then we can just jump straight into it. It's not too complicated, keeping it nice and simple. No, we are going to keep going. Keep all the neighborhoods connected to each other. I mean, I feel like I'm getting more road than what I necessarily need. So what's the harm in sending some of these guys even further around? Make connections, like say we'll send this guy through the middle. I feel like this is going to be the secret to this one. The amount of different roads that you can have to try and reduce the amount of congestion on any particular road. I'm just having a watch in here. I assume this is just going to operate the same as any other like intersection would. That if there's houses passing through, they're all going to have to let's get rid of that too. Let's go in that way and then out of here. Enough. Tow trucks have been added to your inventory. Use tow trucks to remove any excess vehicles from overcrowded roadways. What do we say, like that guy? Okay. Noted. Here come roundabouts. So what's the value here of I might have just not read it, but I didn't quite see what the difference is in the value of having a like the road to stop using tow trucks. Let's drag around out from your inventory. Oh, cool, and that will make roundabouts simple enough. It does seem very easy to add and remove roads. So definitely a good thing. It does seem like at times there's nothing going on, and then other times it'll just suddenly surge with people needing to go everywhere. I mean, I realize this is the tutorial, so it might not be trying to smash us too hard either. Would love the option of speeding it up if I could. I want to go home to quit. I wanted to... Oh. Alright, let's go check out London. I wanted to go see if that was the menu. Hoping that there would be some rolls. Alright, I think we got it though. Let's give London a go. Here we go. So gonna do a fundamental connection of this guy in here. This guy in here. This guy here. I want to work on the logic of mini motorways that if I've blocked somewhere, I won't get anyone like moving in there. We won't get cities in those places. Cities, townships. Trying to work out what would be the best approach for connecting these. Like, it doesn't seem like there'd be much point in connecting this guy to that guy. He's not going to have any demand, or like any triangles in demand. Best, I would be worth connecting him up to the circle. Now I'll just leave it as one, because if we got, say, if I made that line there, and then I got a guy here, that guy can't go directly to the square because he's now on the outside of that line. We'll leave it as is for now. Gonna be spoiled for triangles at the moment. So while we're on here, let's have a look. So achieve AQR 527 on the London map. And then there is achieve AQR 1581 on the London map. And then achieve AQR 4743. So 3 achievements, 527, 1581, and 4743. Okay, so similar to mini motorways, it will continue to hold that road until people already designed to travel on it have gone by. We have gotten a lot of triangles here. I mean, if I was taking the approach I would normally have for game like probably be more mini metro strategy, that every line should contain a triangle, a circle, and a square, assuming that, similar to mini metro, they are the most common ones. Then we do want those guys sort of connected as much as possible. What we're doing here is, even though we're not going to have triangles going to triangles, this is giving this guy and this guy alternate routes to get to the square without having to go via that circle. So, because if this line wasn't here, he'd have to go up through the circle and down, and this guy would have to go through the circle and down as well. So the other thought then would be that I don't need buildings connected together if they are if they're multiples on something that already exists. So for example, I could get rid of this path here and that path there, and so then these two guys are just sort of exclusively connecting to that square, because because otherwise they've got absolutely everything they need. Yeah, we'll connect this guy that way, because then it means he can go round this way to get to that, as opposed to having to travel through what is probably the most busy part of our road. Now what I will do is I will replace this with that 2-lane highway, because that is definitely the most frequently used path on this build. You can see the benefit of the highway is those guys travel a lot faster, so it does seem like good value there. At this stage, since we've only got the one square, I would almost say all roads to the square are what we want moving faster. That's an interesting one, because logically it seems like we would want him just connecting here. But really all he needs is a circle. So can we get him across the water? No. So let's connect him there for now. Ideally what we'd like is him to go that way. then what we could do is get rid of that connection. I'm not sold on the idea of tow trucks in this point. From what we saw in that last map, I think that the tow trucks are more that you're attempting to address a problem that you've got, whereas it feels like if you've got more road, that's a healthier way of attempting to address a problem. Run this guy down him, because that means he's got a closer connection to this square. Otherwise, if you went up there, it would have to sort of shimmy all the way through, and we will make that second highway. We don't want to waste that on him. Would really like some more bridges for the highway. What does that mean? Just lock it in? So it was 527 was that first milestone. It should be coming right up on that one. Okay, so now we've got our first unique. Now, unfortunately, we can't have a bridge to this guy yet. We just kind of bought it, but it'd be nice to have a bridge running straight here for this guy. It does seem like it would be worth getting that place so that, because all the pentagons on this one are going to be heading towards him. I would like to get this connected there, but I think more importantly, should get this guy connected down here. So that means that this little network can pass underneath. These guys can get to here if they need a square. Take that one to get us more bridges. Also see that this is becoming major highway. You can see they do stop if they hit someone coming the other way in there. So we don't want this to really be that major of an intersection, because if it is, then there'll just be congestion on the inside there. I wonder if I can actually make it roundabout. I guess not. Right, another unique guy. Let's run him. Down to this more central guy. I mean, I'm not sure if that is a good thing or not. Maybe what we should do... So, okay, so that's saying that that guy's now becoming a problem. So I don't... one thing I didn't see at all in that tutorial, and quite possibly I just left too soon, is it didn't explain what caused you to lose, at least to where I saw it. I would imagine that if we're going by the rules of the other games, it would be when someone hits capacity. But I'm not sure how this would hit capacity because it's just guys are just ordering in shapes, I think. Or are they saying that they've got shapes waiting to go? I think it's just shapes waiting to go. My line drawing has not improved since mini motorways. So this guy is currently the congestion point. There's no reason that we can't have that guy connecting straight in there. Actually, let's get him a bit more directly over the top. Similarly, it would still be good, I think, to have this guy connecting there too. A bit of a distance. Alright, we're just going to have you run into the back of that guy. $15.81 is that second milestone marker. Go. What are we doing for bridges? Funny because this map does also look a little bit familiar. There it is, because it is also the first map of Mini Metro. So it's like, yeah, that river pattern checks out for where I've seen it before there. Okay, now this is looking pretty poor. So what do we need to address that? What if we send this guy north like that? Give him an option to circumvent this guy. We know what a clover is. So I assume if I use these, it means I can have roads sort of cut under other roads. So far, I don't feel like I've really needed it. Oh, sorry, I haven't given you any attention yet. Okay, so we've got to sort something out here. Let's make that road faster. Let's make that faster. Let's speed that one up. And let's try and have a look at some of these connections. So if I go, say, from this guy across here. Let me go the diagonal. Okay, I guess the lesson there is I can't cross across the I need it to be sort of like a flat cross like that. If I do that, and then I put that there, that there. No. There, okay. Then it reduces traffic needing to come through him that way. This guy is still looking a bit worse. So what we want to do is get more of that freeway. Let's send this up, that, and then we'll send this Can't do any bridges though. Let's get rid of that bridge for now. Get him up there, and then use another one of these. Where's that honking going on? I think it's still in here. Oh, we've missed another guy over here. So this is the same shape as that. Let's put... Let's pause for a second. I'm going to put this line up there. Let's run this guy into him. These two can connect. And we will go highway from this guy to there. Highway from this guy there. You don't have it. Yep. No. Oh, I can trade stuff, can I? So I can trade 3 of them for one of those. Alright, let's do that for a bit. Then let's go highway from this guy there. And then just normal roads from that guy. It does feel like there could be a really fun game to be had here if you had a game where you only had one-way roads and you had to just sort of manufacture two different paths for every connection. That square in the middle does still feel like a pretty dangerous game that I suppose not as much stuff has to move through it as once did. Like, say, any of the guys heading north can just stop at this point, or if they're coming from here, they can go that way. Like, there's not much demand for them to, yeah, I suppose that works. Does seem like what we've got going on this side could use a highway. It seems like there's no sort of downside to putting in a highway. It just means the guys will move quicker. And what is this telling me? Did I accidentally put something there? Game over. So this broke. That's what that was. It was a picture of an airport. Alright, lesson learned. Alright. Not too bad. I honestly thought that was that I'd dropped one of these on the map and it just wasn't going away. Well, we got most of the way there. I'll have to revisit that one, but that's my first look at this game. Definitely enjoyable. I will play London again, I would say, to see what I can hit as my heavy hitting. But what do you think? Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later. See ya.